Hey everyone, my name is Veia and I'm here planning my own magic into my everyday life. Thank you so much for joining me. We are organizing from my kitchen today. As you can see, we're going to be doing a pantry reorganization and a refresh. I'm going to be updating some of these areas, which you'll see this is all the before, what it looked like. I'm going to clear it out, update some stuff, and put it all back. So if you would like to see how I organize my pantry, then please keep watching. So the first thing that we did was take everything out of my pantry. My baby sister wanted to help me decant things. This was like our favorite part. So we just put the flour and things in my container, like we refilled them in things. That's what she was working on. And I was just condensing things and putting them into other containers and clearing out and purging anything I didn't need. I don't know why I had the empty oil bottle. Like it had to go. So basically, my goal was to corral things that were like each other and condense, like I said, and also just make things more visual because I found that we will eat through a box of cookies when we can't see how many are left. But if we put them in a container that's clear, for some reason, we just have better portion control. So that's what I focused on before I got anything else out of the pantry. And these are shelf liners that I got from Amazon. They're very affordable. I will make sure to have them linked below, as well as just my storefront in general. They came in 2 packs and they were like felt on top and rubber on the bottom, which did help keep them from sliding around, but I also added a little something to help that even further. So I got everything out of here. This is the way my pantry was made by the builders, and I just went ahead and started wiping down the shelving so that I could put the liners on. And these were really perfect. If you have an L-shaped pantry, I suggest you measure them and then compare it to these liners because I didn't have to cut anything, but you can cut them if you need to like customize them to the size of your pantry. And basically, after I got them all in place, I just went ahead and added this museum wax to all 4 corners on each shelf, and you'll see in a second here what that helped with. And as you can see, that kept the edges from moving around. And my goal was to make it to where I can easily slide these boxes off of my shelves because even though they're wooden, they're like slippery, so they did move around pretty easily. But on my wooden shelves that are white with the black, it just was like giving me anxiety about them scraping and scratching my shelves or like scuffing them. So this made it 10 times easier just to slide things down, especially off of the top with heavy items inside of them, like cans and baking goods and stuff like that. It just made it so much easier. So as you can see, I have a variety of organization like vessels for my food. And I just really want to encourage anybody who's trying to organize something, like don't look at other people's pantries and be like, oh, I want those containers because it made it look nice. You actually kind of need to choose containers based on your grocery inventory because I had to get containers based on what groceries I need to store. And as you can see, that's, a different type of vessel for like each different type of food. So the black containers were actually a registry gift from the container store. Those were the most expensive, but everything else was more affordable because I shopped at Sam's and Costco for them. So like those pop-up containers and the baking goods containers, those are like, really viral like on TikTok and stuff, but the kind of cheaper versions or the same version that is not as new are way more affordable at Sam's or Costco. So I would suggest you shopping there. I'm not going to gatekeep because I am an Amazon affiliate and yeah, I could get points or commissions for sending you to Amazon, but it's like $100 more expensive than where I found mine. So I wouldn't recommend that if you don't want to spend the money on Amazon. Just shop at your local Sam's Club or Costco instead. And then these wire baskets though are from Amazon, and I love these so much, y'all. Like they stack on top of each other, but you can see that you can use them as standalones. And I use these to corral all that stuff at the top because I hated trying to reach up at the top of my pantry. You saw what it looked like before in the before pictures. It was just like a whole bunch of clutter at the top where I couldn't quite reach it. I'm actually up on the ladder right now. That shelf is really high. So these baskets and being able to slide them back and forth just like I just did, that's why I needed these shelf liners and that's why I needed these baskets. As far as the way that I organized my pantry, there were a couple of sections that were non-negotiables. So the section with the baking goods where you see that pancake mix and stuff, all the flour, sugar, all of that stuff, as well as my pasta and like other starch containers that you saw a little bit ago. I absolutely wanted those to be what you face when you walk into my pantry because they looked the most aesthetically pleasing. And then immediately to the right in my pantry, which you can't see right now, but you'll see in a second, is my son's lunch packing station. That's also non-negotiable. I want it to be really easy to access for him. But then as far as everything else, I was just kind of organizing it in a way that made sense to me. So you'll see pretty much for the rest of the video, I'm going to be kind of playing Tetris with my groceries and my different containers and switching things around and switching them in and out just to see what makes more sense to me. I do like to corral and group things together by how I use them. I wasn't doing it by color or what it was or anything like that necessarily. It's just like how I use them. So here I am trying to fit some of those containers in the basket because since it's so high, I don't want to risk knocking them off trying to grab one of them at the top. Like I said, the shelf is so high. So I put them in that basket. And again, I'm just switching stuff around, seeing what makes sense, seeing what fits. And then you'll start to see me put things like all of my like Asian flavors and seasonings are in one Lazy Susan, and hot sauces and vinegars are in another. Here I am messing with my son's lunch packing station. And this is where I discovered that these baskets stack and that they fit on that lower shelf. And I was so happy. You might see me do a little dance because I was so happy that it fit. And basically, I'm just playing around and seeing, what can go where and what will make it the easiest for us to utilize our pantry in the most efficient way. So just enjoy me figuring things out. I hope you get some inspo. Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you at the end for the reveal. So once I got the organization system in a way that I loved, and planning for the foods to change in and out but not the spaces, I hung up my grocery bags, and you guys are going to see the final look in a second. Let me know what you think down below. I hope you found this video inspirational. I appreciate you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye.